Hey guys, what's up? This is Winsky. Welcome back to my Let's Play Raging Loop. Last time we just finished the third main route and we won as the wolves, but then this giant monster came out of nowhere and we had to figure out what to do. It seems like we need a lot of keys, which is what we're gonna go back and do. But I did have a comment in my last video saying that I should go check out the bad ends because they do give more info. I will do that, but they said to specifically like look at this bad end or something. So I will click this one, the one where Haru-chan asked me. This one where we persist in victory. So I'm gonna try this one out and see what happens. And then the other bad ends I will go into, but I'm gonna do this one first. I'm gonna do the other bad ends after I get the new keys. Yeah. So we're gonna persist in victory and see what happens.
それでも僕は最後まで僕の決めた
そうか。
Yeah, so I wonder how we died here.
死にたがりで荒らすの。
子供のために死ぬ動物だっていますよ。
神のごとく、抗えぬ定めに操られて、ただ死を選ぶのみ。じゃが、人は時に望みもせぬ。じゃからこそ、愛おしゅう思いまする。承知いたした。貴様が亡きにせられ、また落ちて、その時の我が再びお迎えするを、浮世の慰みに生きるといたしまする。
As long as Yasumizu or Fujiyoshi was around, she would continue to exist. No, would even God disappear if I looped back? It was okay. My death wasn't set in stone. Well, I think it is.
そうですな。そう思われるが一番じゃ。戻りますかの。
Yeah.
おや、あれは何じゃろう。
Whatever is what. I instinctively looked away. And felt a warm sensation behind the back of my neck.
元気になられたか？
The pain in my body faded. Wait, what just happened?
これはあなたが
さあさあ、さあさあさあ、どうかな。
So I guess in the other
不思議なこともあるものよ。
The other route, Rikako healed us, but she was able to heal us? What?
明日の守備も心得たれば、楽しき酔いも、しまうが良き頃合いじゃ。
I'm really curious now.
さあらばこれにて、町のお方。
She faded into the mist. I felt a slight stickiness on my neck. It was her tongue, or rather her lips. What?
女の子にキスされて元気いっぱいって中高生か僕は。
Alright, let's calm down here. She's a middle schooler, okay? Thus I trivialized the situation and returned to the prefab. 5:19, Monday. So, are we gonna get beat up or what? Armed with an old hoe, I walked through the morning mist. Met with Haru-chan before the feast. She walked with me by my side, carrying a sickle. She understood what we were going to do without me even having to say it.
おはよう。
おはよう。
But by the exchange of those words, we confirmed that we were human and evil. It was a declaration that we may have borrowed that impudent god's power to get this far. Yet we were traveling down the path of villainy, not the road God had provided us.
これは。
ねえ、縛ってたのに。そっか。やっぱ、狼様っていたんだ。
Those words clearly indicated not at the wolves of the feast of the CHIEMI purge, but the paranormal entities who lent the power to them. After all, we untied ourselves. After all, Yoshitsugu Oribe was dead. After all, we've been heavily wounded and yet here we were, wielding weapons.
ご明察。
A declaration of parting, huh? Mako stared wide-eyed at us. Though she didn't understand, she could guess. that our side was the invisible boundary between us were the blood-stained wolves.
はるちゃん、どうぞ。
In the end, it was fitting. ...
私たちが
that she should be the one who declare Vic.
私たちが狼よ。
Huh? Don't steal our spotlight. What is this? Huh?
私たちが狼だったのよ。
そうです。私どもが安水を脅かして。
What is going on? We can't even have our 5 seconds of fame right now. Like, wait, this was... Oh, so that was it.
何言ってるの？狼は私たちだっていうの。
Oh, I get it. So they're trying to pretend to be the wolves so Meiko could side with them. Oh, smart.
それはこっちのセリフよ。薄汚い人間を皆殺しにする。
I see they're trying to get the badger on their side. That's how we
読み人は読みに返します。だからおいで。メイコ。
Oh, that's so smart.
メイコダメだ。こっちが本物だ。
Oh my god, and she can't tell. The humans declared themselves to be the wolves. I never expected this strategy. That is a good strategy. Humans don't lie, so there would be no point in declaring oneself as a wolf. This was a blind spot born from that belief. It was clear as day who the badger was this time, so I thought we could always get an extra vote. But in hindsight, the same applied to humans as well.
それならどうやって匠兄とか兄ちゃんとかヨシ君とか大きい人とかを殺したのか言ってごらんなさいよ。
Haruchan, realizing the situation, tried to counterattack. Unlike all our efforts so far, we were seeking proof, not that we were innocent but guilty. That's so funny.
そんなの興奮してて覚えてないわ。
Oh, dang.
そんないい加減な。
Indeed, it was bullshit. Anyone could tell who the real wolves were, except Meiko, right? So long as they were an adult. Oh, yeah.
狼どっち？いい狼さんどっち？
Right? A little girl who spent nearly an entire feast staring off into space, only speaking up to give her votes, couldn't possibly tell exactly.
こっちだよ。メイコちゃん。
She doesn't like us, right? She likes Rikako.
こっちよ。しつこいわね。こっちだってば。
メイコ。一緒にお歌を歌いま。ようやく話せる。
Oh, I love it.
いけない。メイコ。
早く来なさいよバカガキ。
No, we're scaring her off. Meiko walked over to Rika's side. Exactly.
さあ票を取りましょう。
Oh my god.
すっごいすっごい。そんな方法があったなんてな。
Bruh.
あなたは猿でしょうに。そうだね。残念。でもまあ、きっとは
That's
るちゃ
so
ん。
funny.
ごめんね。あんま痛くないようにしてあげるから。でも、今夜はるちゃんに投票は発散だ。間宮さんに。
うさいし。
Oh my god. This is all over the place.
さゆきさんに。
Oh my god. Of course she votes. Yeah.
じゃあ、間宮さんに。
Dot dot dot.
いやー、橋本雄大の入れ知恵ですかね。
Oh.
残念ながら、その通り。
Dang. Hashimoto said it's too smart for us.
言ってみれば、あなたに侮られることができたってことが、私の手柄かしら。
はるちゃん、どうしよう。暴れる？
春秋の昨日一応こっちも準備はして
Oh
る
my
けど。
god. Does she have the gun? Hisaku, Mamiya, Rikaku, Ematsu, Chikamoji, Kamoshida all took out sharp objects they were hiding and pointed them right at us.
ただ、あなたはそういうキャラじゃない。
ジャーナリストの勘ですか。
女の勘よ。ダメ男を察知する。ね。
She had us beat. I threw aside my weapon. Dang, is this our end? What happened next was hardly worth talking about. I was hanged and tied. Did God see this future? Of course she did. How had she planned to avoid this? That question seemed to fade into the mist along with my consciousness. Well, we saw the other ending, so... Yup. Bad ending number 26. Watch hint corner. Dang, that was a funny one. That was a funny bad end. Like, relatively funny. I like how they outplayed us. So, yeah, alright, we got to see what that was about. And apparently, what's her name? The Badger God can heal us. So, yeah, that is quite interesting. Okay, but we're gonna go back here. This is what we were here for last time.
これ
Chiemi's little pop quiz.
素敵なプレゼント。不正解者はブッシュブッシュ殺します。
Wait, really? Really? What? At that moment, my head was flooded with information. Oh. It felt like my mind was crushed by a million sheep. A million sheep? I'm dead. Crap. Why did I forget? Do my memories carry over a weird way because of the method from back then was weird? Well, then again, this wouldn't be the first time my memories didn't carry over properly. Maybe I should have counted myself lucky for remembering it all. I had tons of things to think about. About the beasts in the village. The giant monster, yeah, exactly. What is this? It looks like hundreds of like souls or ghosts or something. The dream enveloping Fujiyoshi, as well as the looping the sheep had told me about. But this wasn't the time to worry about that.
春明さんはどうしたのかな?
This girl. One time, she, fearful of God, faced the wolves with me and eventually met an awful end in Sarananga. Another time, she was a cold-blooded wolf that silenced one of her own, and then when cornered, tried to kill everyone. And the last time, she interfered with us wolves by, for whatever reason, killing herself on the first day of the feast. Her smile that night had been burned into my mind, continuing to torment me. CHIEMI Serizawa. Hold on. I knew the reason why she'd done that. Wait, really? It was simple. She'd been dropping hints ever since the very start. Wait, really? They were more like slips of the tongue, small and almost impossible to notice.
おーい、気分悪くなったですか?
Dot.
こういうの嫌いだった? あはは、ごめん。ちょっと浮かれちゃったかな。
全部だ。君が今挙げた選択肢は全部正解だ。確かに、藤吉村には狼がいた。確かに、君は殺人鬼だったし。
Were? What's going on?
これは確かじゃないが、多分君は、ついさっき、皿長で散弾銃の重心を切り詰めようとしてたんだ。
Is that what she was doing? What?
殺人の準備は後ろぐらいことだ。だから、アリバイは欲しかった。
What? She's like, how do you know? Dot.
なんて。
君は、巻き戻りの記憶を保持している。
Dot.
急いだ方がいいよ。ちえみさん。いや、だってあれが根性の別れになるかもしれなかったし、それならせめて色良い返事をしとこうかな。
Does she remember too?
おかしいんだ。君はどうせ死ぬならとツーリングの誘いを受けたと言ったが、誘った時に霧は出てなかったんだから。
I didn't notice that. Right.
あの後霧が出ることを君は知ってたことになる。
She lost track of what she was supposed to know and not know. It happened to me too.
春明さんって絶対女のトラブルで逃げてきたんでしょ。
僕が彼女に振られてこっちに来たことを見破られたのは単に君が鋭いだけかと思ってた。しかし君が巻き戻りの記憶を保っているなら、僕が前の時に振られ話をしたことも知ってて当然だ。
一緒に遊んでよ。手を握ってよ。タンデムでずっと遠くまで連れてってよ。布団の中でギュッてしてて。
極めつけはあれだ。狼の君が夜にやってきて思いを語ってくれた時。あの時、僕はバイク旅行者じゃなく上藤吉経由で来た自殺志願者だった。
Yeah, like did his bike even exist in that loop? Hold up. Right,
タン
right.
デムがどうのって発想はどこから来たのって話になる。
Oh my god, right? Because his bike was left in Kami Fujiyoshi, right? Dot, dot, dot.
君は本当に異常なのは読み意味の宴じゃなくて巻き戻りなんだって理
So
解
is
している。
everyone looping or just her?
そうじゃなきゃ説明が。
Oh. Oh, she's mad! She suddenly screamed. In her hand? Oh my god, stop. I can't with this craziness. She held a familiar hunting knife. It didn't work. Dropping it all on her suddenly was too much for her to handle. The regret dulled my mind, my vision sharpened, and I saw her slowly charge at me. I might have been used to death by now, but I didn't want it to be slow and painful. I used the time I was given to just close my eyes. Oh my god, don't tell me I'm gonna die. An impact. I collapsed on my back. A sharp pain assaulted me. ... At least I thought I was going to, but it didn't. There was just a warm weight against my body. I slowly opened up my eyes. Her face was brimming with intense emotion. As her eyes filled with tears, the hand with the knife went limp. The blade fell free.
嘘だ。
What is going on?
私だけじゃなかったって。
Wait, so I guess she's been going through this over and over again?
そんなの、どうせ夢かなんかだ。そんで、ぬか喜びして目覚めたら、また宴が始まるんだ。ぬか喜びで。窓
Oh.
さない。しかも、春明さんの顔でさ。
嘘とか夢、いや正確に言えばいずれ夢になるとしてもこの瞬間は夢じゃない。そして夢でやり合った記憶を共有できる以
No
上
wonder she cried that second time she saw us.
僕と君との間のやりとりはいつまでも絶対に
And
夢
I
じゃない
guess Haru remembers some too? ...
春明さん、もう完全に非武装だしさ。
Can I trust you?
首絞めたりもしないしさ。
Oh, okay.
何にもしないから。すがっていいかな。
ああ
I mean, now that you think about it...
春明さん
Oh, now that you think about it, like, she's been going through what we've been going through too. That must have been, like... She must have looped many times. This must have been really freaking stressful on her mental. Oh, she clung to my chest and wailed. Emotions, tears, none of it was restrained. Oh.
怖かった。怖かったよ。
I wonder why she's part of the loop too.
寂しかったし。私だけずっと踊り続けて、いっぱいみんな殺して、みんなの死ぬとことか、罵る言葉とか。
You know, maybe that is why in that route she was okay with killing everyone, because she's probably been killed by them in other routes, you know, so many times.
そればっかりどんどん膨れてって。
何度巻き戻ったの
Probably like too many to count.
100回超えてからは数えてないよ。
100? Okay, I can see why she went crazy. Yeah, I can definitely see why she went crazy.
辛かったね。
Like 100, jeez. Oh. ... As I embraced her, crying without end, I felt something myself as well. This was a hell from not even which death could save you. Wandering through it all alone, one couldn't help feeling frail and helpless. I'd spent most of my time here chasing after the mystery behind it all. As long as I still had any ideas to try, the mystery was both my greatest fear and fascination. But what if I ran out of ideas? What if I tried everything I could think of, only to discover there was no escape from this loop, and that I was a prisoner of it for eternity? But let's not think that negatively and just try. My worst fear was a mystery without an answer. As one faced with that very possibility, I could really relate to her. The alcohol must have made her more emotional too. She was crying unceasingly, and as someone who cared about appearances, I was trying to hold back from getting emotional myself. ... It took her almost an hour to calm down. Dang. she began talking. I wouldn't have minded if she just went to sleep, but the joy and excitement from finally finding someone who shared her experience probably wouldn't have let her. I'm sure. She's probably like waited forever for this, you know? It was time to check some answers.
さっきの、よくわかったね。確かにさっき、バレルを切ってた。
この流れのまま、僕が部外者として宴が進行していったとき、君は銃を持ち出さなかったでしょ？
She didn't have the guns? What?
あれは、僕が邪魔をして、作業が中断して、君は銃を皿長に置きっぱなし
right,
に
because
した
she
んじゃない
couldn't
か
like
って。
bring us back with the guns, you know? Okay.
なんだよ、もう。やっぱ探偵か何かか。
I
春
see.
明
This is why she didn't like have self-defense.
探偵
Okay.
だったら、こんな予想や憶測ばっかで喋っちゃダメさ。ありゃ証拠商売だ。
さんは。うん。
だから、僕も聞かなきゃわからない。次の答え合わせ。君は、殺人鬼なのか？
違うよ。今回はまだ、少なくとも休みずに帰省するまでに人は殺してないよ。
でも、銃を2丁も持って帰ってきたんだよね。
そ
Two.
れは純粋に、肝臓じいちゃんの狩りに付き合いたかったから。最初は、ね。
Dot, dot, dot. She continued to talk. It was May of her third year in college. Time to go job hunting. Oh my god, is this backstory time? With the job market in the state it was, most of the leads she found on work sounded like horror stories. I feel that. Some couldn't find a job despite checking 100 places. Some went straight to exploitative businesses. Some had all the credit in the world, yet ended up working at the docks or something. Shani had no particular profession in mind, nor did she find any ideas at her seminars, so she was at a loss. Her situation was made even worse when her boyfriend left her. Aww.
じゃあ僕と同じようなもんじゃないか。
Aww.
うるさいな。
なんで別れたの？その芹沢千恵美史上2人目の彼
Yes,
氏と。
backstory! We've been waiting forever for this!
細かいとこ覚えてるし。なんか、猟銃持ってる女子とか引くって。
That might have been weird from a normal person's perspective, but personally, that just intrigued me.
付き合った期間は？
ゴールデンウィーク頭に付き合いだして終わった直後くらいに別れた。
So less than a week? That's depressing.
かわいそう。
やっぱ
Yeah, she
殺
deserved
そっかな。
Anyways, I feel relationships and life in the city in general was starting to get to her, so she was started to consider moving back here after graduation. Back to Fujiyoshi, a place she supposedly hated.
嫌なことは、しばらく離れてる間は忘れてたから。
She used job hunting as a pretext to take a short vacation, and she returned here 2 days ago on Friday. She figured that refreshing her mind and body here will help her with the job search. She's kind of like us. She's like taking a break too. The locals neither celebrated nor disliked the fact that she came back. They just gave her a normal welcome. They hadn't changed. She, however, had.
昔は5時に起きて勉強してたんだけどさ、大学でぐうたら生活にすっかり慣れて、みんなと生
Waking up
活リズム合
at
わなくなって
5.
MD のアダプター忘れてさ、借りようにも誰も持ってなくて、ああ、田舎って不便。お菓子買おうにもコンビニどころか店もないし、みんな質素にしてるからお酒飲むのも気がなんか、期待してたんだろうね。やっぱ自分の居場所はここだったんだ。ないよね。半分捨てたような故郷に自分の都合でそんなん求めたって。なんか、やっぱここも居場所じゃないんだなって思いながら寝て、起きたのが5月10日。
She wanted to leave and then she couldn't, huh?
最初はそこに戻ってきてたんだ。
Wait, where? Wait, May 10th? Can we... No, we started at Sunday, May 11th. So we already passed her starting point. That was unexpected. And yes, I found out something more. The point to which she looped back had changed twice so far, really? The first time was the morning of May 10th. The return point state consisted for 57 time days, you remember?
もちろん最初はただの日常として流したよ。そのままだらだら2日間過ごして、私、初日にくくられたんだ。外から汚れを持ってきたって言われてさ。最初の息が止まる感覚だけは。その後、いきなり巻き戻って、でも、 同じように霧が出て、
Hey.
その後、何度巻き戻って試しても、何を言おうが行おうが、4日目より後には行けなかった。
Dang.
へこんだよ。私はどうやってもそのくらいしか大事じゃないんだって。うん。ごめん。わかってるよ。でも、57回死んだ頃には、もうそういうもんだって思うようになってた。
She needs a break. This is depressing.
実際みんなにとってはそれで問題はなかったんだけどさ。何せ、私が狼だったし。
The wolves back then were CHIEMI and Tai Yamawaki-san. Oh, interesting. With CHIEMI being easy to suspect and Tai-san not handling herself well, they just couldn't win the feast. That's true. Still, they'd successfully brutalized a few people before both of them got hanged. In the end, CHIEMI took the initiative and committed murders with her own two hands. It hadn't taken long for her to just try to kill everyone while breaking the rules. Her trial and error became a matter of who'd I kill and how.
その後、変化があった。メイコちゃんが迷い込んできたの。
Interesting. It happened on the day after the first restart point. It was already 2 a.m. now, so that would be the morning of yesterday, May 11th. The boring, meaningless day suddenly became a big deal. The reason for that was a lost girl who had wandered in from upstream Sarananga. Takumi-san had told me it wasn't uncommon for Sarananga to bring in corpses, but this is the first time I brought a living human. Not just any living human, a lost girl of unknown origins. According to CHIEMI, if there was some trouble in Yasumizu, they couldn't just call someone to inform them about it. Instead, there was some unspoken agreement that they would just bring it up while chatting with the driver of the truck that brought food supplies here once a week. Once a week? They mentioned the lost girl, and since the driver was in touch with the Higuchis, the village heads would know about it too. If something was done about the problem they were told about, that was great, but if it wasn't, it meant that Kami Fujiyoshi didn't get to plan to get involved. They had tried to get help by phone once, but that got the truck driver to just not bring supplies for the week, which was pretty messed up. That is messed up. That's like threatening them. Are you kidding me? What is wrong with Kami Fujiyoshi? The next supply run would be Thursday, some time away, so they didn't know what to do with the girl. Tai-san screeched about chasing her out, but in the end, Rikako-san agreed to take her in. The problem was solved for anyone but CHIEMI anyway.
58回目にしていきなり現れた登場人物だったからね。
Yeah.
なんだろうって思ったよ。繰り返し続ける夢に変化が生まれた。もしかしたら希望が見えたのかもって。やがて始まった宴では、過去の振り分けも大きく変わってた。匠兄ちゃんが蛇で、最初に明かそうとする流れが一緒だから、多分、春明さんが知ってる流れと一緒。
Oh, so basically the timeline where I was alive, didn't participate, was similar to the one where I just wasn't there at all. Still, she was human in the new timeline, and that change gave her hope, so she started experimenting again. It didn't take long for her to despair again.
匠兄ちゃんは大体早死にしたし、私は大体早めにくくられるか、狼にやられることになった。
I mean, when we were here though, she did survive kind of near the end, right?
一度だけおかしくなった香織さんが料理に毒を入れて、たまたま狼が死んで。
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. She just accidentally killed the wolves. That's
飼って休みずを出て、帰る深夜バスが霧に巻かれて。
That's depressing.
あんま覚えてないけど、
like, what
多
are
分
the
事故ってその
chances?
まま後戻り。
What are the chances that Kari-san went crazy and she just happened to poison the wolves? Like what?
戻り先は日曜の朝。メイコちゃんが迷ってくるところが新たなルーチンになっただけ。
Okay, also I'm gonna look at this
糸
chart
口も見えなかっ
to
た。
see where we're at. Maybe we're in dense mist. I see. Very interesting timeline. The morning of May 11th, it was a restarting point that she went back to more often than any other. Overcome by despair, she started trying to challenge the feast's rules. She tried escaping the mist, surviving the corruption after killing more than one day, etc. After dozens of tries, she concluded that there was no way to escape these laws. By that point, she just killed each of the locals dozens of times.
もうさ、みんなの顔見るたびに、あの時どんな死体になった、そんな映像がバンバン脳内に出てくるように、別に苦しかったわけじゃない。むしろ平気すぎた。 むしろ、それが現実なんじゃないかって思うよ。もうとっくにみんな死んでて、読み人なんだって。そこからは、投げやりプレイだったな。宴が始まった直後に、全員を撃ち殺してみるとか、そういう
What? How did that end out?
つながりそうにない。ま、ダメだったね。
Yeah.
どんなに頑張っても、くくられるか殺されるか、霧に巻かれてどうにかなって死ぬ。
That's depressing.
そうなると、もう死に飽きちゃってさ。死ぬのはもちろん苦しい。退屈しのぎって言ったら、もうどんな新しい殺し方や死に方ができるかってことくらいになっちゃう。
Oh, is that why she became crazy? Many impossible deaths happening on repeat have warped her heart and mind.
そんなわけで、私はもう立派な殺人鬼だよ。
That wasn't a thing to say with such a smile.
春明さん。みたいには。
Maybe she means don't become just a murderer like her. But finally realized what that meant.
私みたいには
Oh.
ならないで。君は、そう言いたかったんだな。
うん。
It was a well-placed warning indeed. Unfortunately, back then, I had not only missed it, but when I become to the absolute worst murder I can think of.
春明さんが来たのは、めいこちゃんに次いで2度目の変化だった。振り出しも12時間くらい進んだし。
So I guess every time more people come, things change. The night of May 11th, the day before the feast, as well as the day I got lost on my bike ride with CHIEMI, went out prepared to kill. That was the new starting point, and the one she and I actually shared.
初めは何の期待もしてなかった。面白い人来たけど、かわいそうに。けど、なぜか春明さんが来てから変化が加速した。ずっと死ぬばかりだった間宮さんが生き残ったり、それでまた私が狼になったり。
I mean, if you just freaking talk to us about it, right? We could have tried to figure things out way back. But I guess no normal person would be like, hey, I relived this day over and over again. But I don't know. She could have I feel like there were hints where, yeah, wasn't there that time where we said that we already tried it again or something? But maybe she wasn't there, so.
それに、
何？
とにかく、そうこうしてたら橋本さんが生き残って、また配役が変わった。
I mean, she didn't think of trying to save those two?
はるちゃんが狼の格好して工事現場に行くので大体わかった。
Oh yeah, since the wolves did their jobs and everyone was sheltering, anyone who stayed outside and watched quickly would know who they were. Wait, what? Anyone who stayed outside. Is this before the mist or something? Okay.
春明さんはそれまでずっと人だったけど、狼になったら私みたいにだからあんなこと言ったんだ。
I didn't really want to remember that. Once I become a wolf, I intended not to be bound by Yasmin's rule, but in the end, I became an utter madman. And to make it worse, I ended up dancing in the palm of God's hand. CHIEMI's words might have become a subconscious break for the madness racing within me. That was why her face came to mind whenever I was partaking in something really messed up. Anyway, this reminded me of another mystery.
待ってくれ。あの時どうして君は外に出てら
Oh
れた
yeah,
んだ？
that's true. She was outside.
単純に寮の2階で張りながら上がってくるワンコを
How
全部撃
many
ち殺してた
bullets
だけ。
does she have?
は？そんなやり方で夜は攻略できるの？銃があれば最強って？
Like, nobody else woke up.
いや、ただの時間稼ぎだよ。そうやってると、そのうち本物が出てくるから。
Huh?
本物？
狼の頭と人間の体の。
Oh, yeah.
あれは人間のはずだ。狼が着る狼装束と同じ感じの。
Excuse me?
あの人狼、人狼は、新内さんの手下で、狼様、狼やったならあったでしょ？首吊り松の墓所でさ。あれが新内さん。で、実際に罰を下す怪物が人狼。あいつらは、人狼はいっぱいいる。
Shinai was Okami. Great Lord Shinai and Okami-sama were the same thing. Mamiya-san said that too. 3 creatures who came to you in a dream. Besides them, there were lots of monsters who carried out their will. God had implied that the dogs, the bringers of corruption, were the servants of the badger, Mujina-sama. Using those werewolves as underlings might have been the power of the great Lord Chinai as Okami-sama.
あの汚れの運び手をしのいでも、そいつが出てきて確実に殺されると。
Chemi nodded. It didn't look like I could go anywhere from here, so I just left it at that. Wait, had she faced that thing too?
話を戻すけど、じゃあどうして外で狼を待とうなんて思ったのさ。
もうやめようと思ってさ。
え？
私、宴ではずっと一人ぼっちだったけど。
Right, because we're a wolf, so she can't really rely on us.
ある人には何度も助けられてるんだ。
僕だな。
どっちかっていうと色々かき乱されて、いやぶっちゃけ春明さん絡みは死んでば。
ごめん。
気にしないでいいよ。私も何回か春明さん殺してるし。
That's true. We did get killed by her many times.
そうか。じゃあ気にしない。
I'm dead.
春明さん、大概切り替え早いよね。さっきも別に落ち込んでなかったでしょ。
君が気にしてたら、僕も気にするさ。
リカ子さんだよ。
Oh.
上松リカ子さん。
And you stabbed her in that one route? Crazy.
あの人は本当に心の底から藤吉村の人間なんだけど、藤吉村で一番いい人だよ。
She is really a good person.
保守的で、でも奥ゆかしくて献身的で、そしてよそ者や私みたいな外れ者とも対等に接してくれる。嫌悪せずに受け入れてくれる。
The bedroom woman's who took in anything, huh?
藤吉の古き良きものなんてのがあったら、多分彼女がそれ。過去のいいところだけ寄せ集めたようなっていうか、春明さんも惚れたでしょ？
Oh, she's jealous? She's jealous?
いや、そんなことは。
嘘ばっかり。ま、魅力的なのはわかるけどね。
上藤吉でも？
ええ。植松家は落ち目だったし、昔からちょっと特殊な家だってことはみんな知ってるわけでさ。
Oh.
見た目だって美人だけど変わってるし、性格も一見とっつきにくいから、ね。
Oh yeah, he's the biggest fan.
彼女のファン。
It's so sad. Chemi grinned cruelly. She was pretty hard on him, huh?
なるほど。で、彼女の恩って
いろいろだよ。宴の時にかばってくれたり、誰かが暴れて殺されそうになった時に盾になってくれたり、汚れを引き取ってくれたりね。
どういうこと？
覚えてるかな？このままの流れで、そのうち安水のおじいちゃんとモッチーが殺さ
Yeah,
れる
so
の。
what does taking the corruption mean? Yeah. Like she turned into that zombie whatever thing.
それで次の日、彼女は読み人になる。
ああ、覚えてる。
Yeah, we never solved that.
あれの真相を君は知ってるのか？
Dot dot dot.
モッチーを殺したのはおじいちゃん。
Ah!
おじいちゃんを殺したのは
I freaking
CHIEMI
said, okay, well, I said the old man killed Milshi and himself, but I didn't know that she killed the old man. I thought Rikako maybe did something to kill the old man, but whoa, dot dot dot, huh?
君が殺したってのは今更驚かないとして。
But why did he kill Mochi? Is it because he was oh, I'm cornered, so I'm gonna take one down with me?
腹立つ。私も驚いたんだよ。二人が帰ってこないから手分けして探してたら、もうモッチーはやられてて。
I see, so she would have been corrupted if Rikako didn't take in the corruption.
おじいちゃんは笑いながら私にも襲ってこようとした。だから、
So he attacked her
反射的
too.
に。
Yeah, he always needs time.
彼は投票で負けた場合、最初から逃げる気だったんだな。
うん。肝臓じいちゃんはそうなることを恐れてたのかも。
Yeah.
だからじいちゃんが生きてる流れじゃ問答無用で
But
か
why
かっ
does
てる。
Kanzo know? I mean, they've been in previous feasts before, but
しかし妙だな。宴の一人以外を殺すにしても、ここから逃げるにしても、
そうだね。私が誰より知ってるよ。
彼はどうやって死を回避するつもりだったんだろう。何も考えてなかったのかな。
私はだから、ボケててそこまで気が回らなかったんだと思うけどな。
その可能性もあるのか。
Honestly, I couldn't help but feel like he'd chosen to kill out of malice. Really had to find a way to get some information out of him. Yeah, we do.
いや、それより何よりだ。君が狼じじいをブッシュブッシュ殺したなら、どうして君は死なずに済んだ？
だから言ったじゃん。リカ子さんが汚れを引き取ったって。
は？それって、宴のペナルティを自分に移し替えたって意味か？
うん。あの時、おじいちゃんをブッシュブッシュ殺した後で、ああ、やっちゃった。今回もダメか。って霧の中からリカ子さんが出てきてね。あなたは死にません。あなたの罪も、汚れも、
I like the way she...
私が
I like
引き取ります。
like how the way she imitated Nikako-san is on
似
point,
てる。
right?
でしょ？こんなノリでいいの？この話。
The sullen mood had vanished, and we were now talking about this stuff over a few beers.
いいんじゃないの？僕らはまだこの時は人殺しじゃない。過去のことまで気に病んでたら、速攻気が狂うよ。
ちえみが死ぬほど悩んだことをめっささらっと片付けたね。とにかく、その時はリカ子さんがかばってくれたから、
I see.
私は服を買いに戻って、そこで春明さんと話したよね。
誰だ？
Oh!
春明さん！
また知恵み落ちか！
何それ？悪いけど今じっとしてて。
ちょっと、開けてよ！
Oh, it makes sense.
あの時の、君はあの時、血まみれの服を交換してたの
But
か。
she doesn't smell like blood?
そうそう。あの私服お気になんで替えはあるしね。
Oh, good for her. Now that she mentioned it, I did feel like she'd said that.
ともあれ、君は確かに、一日に一人の掟には反していた。
うん。私の経験じゃ例外なく、その日犯したルール違反は、その夜に汚れとして与えら、その流れ以外ではね。
しかしその時だけは、リカ子さんが引き取ると言った通り、最悪は彼女に降りかかった。しかしそうなると、彼女は例の
Why she
ぐちゃぐちゃになって死ぬ形になるんじゃないのか。
Special?
あれは、黄泉の汚れだよ。
黄泉の汚れ？
最強の、最悪の汚れ。触れれば、読み人になってしまう。
Wait, what? But she touched us. Chiemi was now acting afraid of something.
君がリカ子さんに恩義を感じて、宴を放棄した経緯は分かった。今から、本質的なことを聞きたい。君にとって嫌かもしれないことを聞くが、すべての確信に迫るためには必須の情報。もちろん、君が我慢できなくなるような話になったら、やめてくれていい。
Chiemi lightly nodded.
君は何か、超常的なものに対して、他の住人とも違う。その一つが汚れ、もう一つが神様だ。どっちも、教えてくれ。
春明さんはさ、死んでも記憶がある。だから、嫌だよ。
Oh no, what is
こ
going
れから
on?
先、ずっと嫌われる。ようやく見つかった理解者なのに。
Oh my god, I have some faith in
大丈夫
that.。
君が殺人鬼だってのを聞いても、僕は別に引かなかっただろう。
でも、
大丈夫。
絶対に嫌わない。
She looks so sad.
約束する。
After a few seconds of hesitation, she finally gathered her resolve. She put her hand inside the collar, the necklace, and took something out. Yup, this thing. A metallic trinket on a metal chain, showing the three symbols, a world and a diamond. It was a sign of the Yomotsu Okami. I remember the time I picked it up in the Sarananga after I won against CHIEMI as the snake. So, it belonged to her, huh?
これは、いや、見ないで！芹沢。
So what is it?
ありません。その汚れは、私にも、引き取れない。
It came back to me, yeah, and this necklace is in the home screen too. Ikako-san had discovered something pendant like that CHIEMI was wearing. After that, CHIEMI went nuts and ran off into the mist. That meant that what I found in Sarananga and the other timeline had been dropped by her after she jumped off the cliff. And I finally realized another thing. Here, the talisman with the sign, Yomotsu Okami Yomi itself, was the worst of omens, and actually wearing it couldn't have been a good thing. It could only represent the worst, most fearful, maddening of
こ
things.
れは私が小さい頃から肌身離さずつけていた
Not
もの。
good. Not good.
この意味は知ってるよね。渦と爪。
Who gave it to her, though?
汚
How'd
れ
she
た
get
狩
it?
場の主を意味するよも。
君が
Exactly.
なぜそれを。
私が汚れているから。
Bruh. What do you mean? Da da da.
私の元の名前は
Oh god.
身車ちえみって言うんだ。
You know how we said there's no one from the Migurama family? Oh my god, we do have someone from the Migurama family. Like, what? Is this like Migurama backstory time now? Dot dot dot. Migurama. The Tower Lookouts. The top of the four head families in Kamifuji Yoshi, the snake.
身車ちえみは蛇の息女だった。兄弟はいない。だから、養子を迎えて、当主の奥方様になる予定だった。5つになったあの時まで。
Jimmy eyes turned dry and
あの
empty.
日、私はいたずら心で、3の蔵の地下の扉を開けた。
Basement. You know that's
決
not
して入っちゃいけない
good.
と言われた。このお印が刻まれた。
Oh, what?
落ち着くんだ。ちえみちゃん。君が見たのは犬だな。
She came back to her senses and the light returned to her eyes. Wait, how does he know? I knew it. I could see part of the conspiracy. Conspiracy? How we figured it out? Haruaki-chan, please enlighten me.
噛まれたんだな。犬に。
What? As it became harder for her to speak, she pulled up her sleeves and showed me her wrists. They were old but clearly visible scars on them.
黄泉の汚れは、その身に受ければ、いずれ人を狂わせ、私は、身車のものは、
Aww.
それを、小さい頃から、
なぜそんなものを身車が飼ってる。
黄泉の入り口は、猿長だけじゃない。黄泉はいろんなところに、それを守ってた、植松家が、役を、
代わりに身車が。
Chemi nodded.
黄泉の汚れを受けた息女なんて、身車には、
Aww, that's why she was banned. That's so
だか
sad.
ら、モッチーと同じように、私は、家から、出せ、
Dang.
ごめん。だいぶ落ち着いてきた。
That's tragic.
無理はしないで。
She deserves better.
大丈夫。私は、会ったこともない文家に縁組されて、休みず送りになった。モッチーと
I
同じ
mean,
パ
I
ター
can
ン
kind
だ
of
ね。
see why Mochi likes her now because they're kind of the same. And it's like they have similar backstories in a way. Huh, so they changed surnames because of the sounding. Oribe was probably Karoi's maiden name, but yeah, I could see how they worked around this.
身車の息女だったって話は、みんな知らなかったみたいだけど。
身車は、すごい秘密主義の家でね。子
Dang.
供が生まれたとか、誰が死んだとか、
人の口にとは、
立てられる。身車なら。だって、届け出をする役場の人間とか、葬儀
That's
場だ
called
って
power and
全部
influence
身
right
車
there.
だし。
なるほど。でも、なんでそんな秘密主義を。
それは、小さい頃に追い出された私にはわからないけど、秘密が力を持つことを知ってるからじゃないかな。
Secrets. Mysteries can mobilize people, huh? Intelligence management was extremely important when keeping a group in line, especially for the Migurama, who were doing something dangerous. Yeah, they're definitely like up to something, but we don't know what.
この首飾りは、汚れの証。私が汚れを受け、やがて黄泉のものに、しかしそれまで、黄泉の汚れを抑える、御するものだとも言われた。よもつ狼は恐ろしい読み人。それを読み人を滑るものと捉え、汚れを受けた読み人が暴れ出すのを抑えてくれるってね。私は、それが、とても怖かった。
That was nothing more than her earnest beliefs. That was why I understood just how pure and profound her feelings were. she'd come to know an immense despair at an extremely young age.
それで、安水に来て、どうなったの？
まあ、荒れたよね。自分が汚れて、汚れた場所に送られたっていうのは一番の被害者はタエばあちゃんだな。当時は食堂はばあちゃんがやってて、私がご飯拒否しまくってたから。
Oh, so that was why they were still so distant.
芹沢として小学校に入ったけど、ちょうどその頃、安水の学生は私だけだったから、いじめられたし、やり返したら口裏合わせられるから、私が悪者になるし。その時の先生が分かってくれたから、それでもギリギリ助かったんだけどさ。その先生が転任してからは肩身狭くて。そのうち、織部さん家が引っ越してきて、やすくんやはるちゃん、よしくんも入学して、したら、ほら、お姉さんじゃん？頑張らなきゃじゃん？
Aww.
それで、ちょっと、
ボッコボッコにしちゃったか。
Yeah.
ボッコボッコにしちゃったね。
But was that someone important?
すっごい謹慎とか説教とか食らったし、安水への風当たりが一時偉いこと。おかげで、学校でのちょっかいはピタリと止んだと自負しておりますよ。
なるほどね。
So that was why the children here adored her, but she felt somewhat awkward around the adults.
それ、下の子たちへの義務感と作戦で全部だった？
9割ブチ切れただけでした。
気にしない気にしない。生かす生かす。
He's like, I like crazy.
ぶっちゃけ荒れてたんで。
でもその根底には、常に汚れへの恐怖があった。いつか自分が本当に狂ってしまうという恐怖の裏返し、あるいは自暴自棄だった。
春秋さんは何でも知ってるな。
ごめん。分かった風なことを。
いいのいいの。分かろうとしてくれる人もこれまでいなかったわけだしさ。
CHIEMI giggled. She could laugh at it now, but probably only because she'd grown up and realized a few things.
外に出て、いろいろ調べた。その、犬のこととか。
そりゃね。
ということは、君はもうそっちは怖くないはずじゃないか。
私が怖いのは神様で、神様が与える汚れだから。それが科学的にどういう病気かとかは、あんまり関係ない。
じゃあ、それについて話そう。僕は、巻き戻りを繰り返す中で、神様に会った。
え？
she did get triggered by God.
今は、神様というものの意味も大体わかってるつもりだ。それにしても、君が恐れている神様というものとはちょっと実像がずれてる気がしてならない。ちえみちゃん、君には神様が目に見えたりしてるんじゃないのか？
みんな神様には合ってるよ。見えていないの。狂ってるって思うよね。
それ言ったら死に戻りとか、神様そのものがすでに口頭無形だから受け入れるモードに入っ。
柔軟すぎる。あなたはタコか。
Why did everyone like comparing me to weird stuff so much?
そうだね。
狼の加護を受けた時の3人組のあれとはまた違うもの？
神様はほとんどの人にくっついているよ。
メイコみたいな小さい子にも？
メイコちゃんのはよく見えないな。何かいるけど、大きいのが。
So could you see something we can't see?
安水には神様が3種類いるって聞いたんだけど。
どこの誰から聞いたの？
それは秘密。
私は、安水の神様は、神内様と神様しか知らない。
神内さんは神様だろ？
神内さんは神様だけど、神様は別のものだよ。
はるちゃんについてるのは神様だよな。
うん。
多分、理解できた。
本当に？教えてよ。
それは、まだもうちょっと後だ。
もったいぶりっ子はいいから。
No. At this point, I was able to split up and think about the problems I was involved with right now individually. One problem was the prevention of the Feast of the Yomi Purge. Another problem was the prevention of the giant monster's resurrection. And the third problem was the ending of the loop. They were all related, but they'd all need different solutions. I had to fix the first one, the feast. I'd have to use the loop to do something about God. Specifically, the God that had CHIEMI, as well as everyone else in Yasumizu completely imprisoned. Weak, powerless, God my ass. This one was a pain to deal with because they were powerless. I had to be careful about how I dealt with it. So Haru-chan, as well as CHIEMI, God's prisoner.
もう少し秘密だ。
So we had, let me see. Wow, this is a long combo.
なんで
秘密が力を持つことを知ってるからさ。
Okay, he's like reverse Uno. We continued exchanging info. I couldn't keep up the sheep. I couldn't keep the sheep hidden, so I started with that.
僕は巻き戻る瞬間に羊さんの姿を見ていて、多分そのおかげで記憶を保持できていたんだけど、
I thought the sheep was just an interface thing. I didn't think it was actually part of the game.
いや、全然覚えがない。
That meant that the reason she kept her memories was different from mine. Also, her memory retention was less consistent than mine. Some memories actually felt like a dream for her and often lacked clarity. She said that for all she knew, she might have looped a lot more times than she realized. I was curious why she kept her memories, but I set it aside for now. Anyways, according to the sheep, the loops were happening because of the dream. I thought over, in my own way, the things it shared with me. Something had absorbed Fujiyoshi and its general area in a dream. It was absurd, but I had to accept it. An area of some square kilometers has been detached from the real world, meaning that this is like a virtual reality. Okay, so I guess that makes sense. Why, like, weird things are happening. The space could be restarted and probably had a different flow of time. We had a lot of loops here, and I bet not even a second had passed in reality. This dream could have happened over and over without wasting any time. That gave the mastermind behind it countless chances to create the ending they wanted. And once that happened, the dream would stop being a dream and would become a prophetic, or basically, rather just stop being reset as just a dream and return everything that happened into reality. That meant that I could be going about my business, still thinking that I could retry it all when the master of the dream could just yank the rug from under me and be like, nope. This was as if reality had an intrusive editor who told the author to turn anything he didn't like into a dream. Man, was that messed up. According to the sheep and CHIEMI's info, the range of dreams had changed.
最初のうちは夢はずっと循環していた。しかし、異分子が取り込まれ、てめえが来てからはもうぐちゃぐちゃで、
So we're the
結果が
outsider.
これだ。
僕が動いたせいで夢が
その後、変化があった。春明さんが来たのは、メイコちゃんに次いで2度目の変化だった。振り出しも12時間くらい進んだし。
I had no idea how many loops the sheet had been in through since starting, but it didn't mention that things didn't change much at the start. That meant that the result was the same no matter how much the dream repeated, far from the ending the dream's architect desired. That was when they brought in the first outsider, probably CHIEMI. The method was most likely moving from the dream's start some time further. When CHIEMI had returned to Fujiyoshi, she had already entered the dream, unwillingly become trapped in the loop. Because the starter loop, the starting point, was pushed a bit later, CHIEMI became a character in the dream. CHIEMI was the first one who had memories of previous loops, and with her joining, the dream began to change. However, those changes didn't satisfy the mastermind, especially with CHIEMI not really doing anything constructive. Thus, they moved the start a bit later again, this time taking in Meiko, who, for what it seems, didn't have memories of previous loops. It wasn't hard to guess that nothing changed by her joining. The third one to enter was me. And I, unaware of the mastermind's plot, tried out various things and ended up fulfilling their wishes. The sheep said that the mastermind still didn't know about its involvement. However, they must have known that CHIEMI and I often did unexpected things, so I wasn't sure they were aware that we had our memories. They either didn't know about it or just didn't know the cause.
だとすると、これからも気づいてるってことは公言しない方がいいの？
そうだね。特に安水住人たちには。
But why?
嘘。みんなの中にその黒幕っていうのがいるの？
そう考えるべきだと思う。少なくとも巻き戻りに関しては身車家は関わってないんじゃないか。
なんで？
神内明神の目的と違うから。しかし誰なんだ？もう一つの神様を隠してるやつっていうのは。
I mean, Haru has one. The only thing is like Rikako has some powers to take in the corruption, and like she's been able to do some like magical things. So I could say that's like the closest I can think of.
自分が持ってる神様をちえみに見えないように隠すことはできるのか？
私、よく知らない人の神様は普通にあんま見えないよ。
なるほど。
Basically, her ability was like an eye for reading people. Even though you couldn't know for sure just based on faces, some people could intuitively figure out certain things about others by just finding out more about them. In her case, such info was just more visual. It might have been a kind of synesthesia. There were people in the world who perceived numbers as colors. With that in mind, I shouldn't have expected her supernatural power to be the solution to the supernatural problem. Instead, I should rely on her ability to retain memories.
これからどうする？
Yeah, we'll do that.
条件分けのためには、もうちょっといろんな結末を見たいんだ。僕が知ってるのは、宴が狼の完全勝利に終わったパターンと、人勝利、狼新勝の3パターン。狼新勝が怪物復活アウトのパターンだったわけだけど、その時の何がアウトだったのか、宴が関係してるのか、それとも、実は全然関係ない何かの条件を踏んだからアウトになったのか、そのために、もう何週か宴に挑戦しなきゃならないと思ってる。
マジですか？
うん。
ちえみと森の中に逃げて、ひっそりまったりと過ごすというのは、
CHIEMI, what?
死ぬんでしょ？
まだどこかに抜け道はあるのかもしれないじゃん。
まあ、それは確かに。
じゃあ決まり。探索しよう。
Honestly, I didn't think that it would get us any closer to the truth. But I didn't put much effort into protesting either. She'd been in so many feasts that it became traumatic for her. She wanted to avoid going through it again. She didn't want to become more aware of what kind of murder she was becoming.
わかった。
I would do this with her until she was satisfied. Even if this was a challenge without a real end, it was worth it as long as she could find peace. Okay, we tried using our memories to quickly fix the bike and leave. We tried going out through the Sarananga before the mist came. Okay. We waited until the mist came and tried to leave through the forest in the full hiking gear I got from the convenience store. No idea why they were selling that. In the end, we either were engulfed in the mist and died before even realizing it, or we were engulfed in the mist and died without getting anywhere. In the latter cases, CHIEMI died by breaking apart again, or we were caught by those monsters. After trying it enough times, we both became used to it. Oh, I'm crumbling again, she'd say. Then let's stop. I'd reply as we aimed our guns at each other and killed one another. Oh, okay. Taking advantage of shortcuts like that, we came back over and over and tried again. Nothing seemed to work, so we tried spending a night outside after the mist came. We got rid of the dogs with water and guns. I quickly found out that this was a mistake since CHIEMI couldn't keep her presence of mind. Unable to... Oh, right, of course, yeah. Unable to bear the tension and fear, she would mumble something about God and either run off or kill herself. And no matter what happens afterwards, I ended up being killed by the monster-looking thing. So we can't kill it with a gun, I guess, ... Whether the monster was actually real or not wasn't a problem anymore. I'd already known that any rule breakers would be punished. The problem here was that CHIEMI still wanted to continue these pointless loops. Let's go there this time. Let's hide here this time. I patiently played along. Being certain that there were no point in this, I played along with her attempts to escape about 50 times. That's crazy. We continued to do this for a while before I told her to let me try something, and somewhat forcefully took the lead. Okay, what I wanted to try was a feast victory with minimal casualties, and how many days could be passed without murder. For that, we had to figure out what sort of rules governed the guardian assignments. I actually had an idea for how it worked. The first time I was a snake. First time I was a wolf. By the time CHIEMI had first become a wolf. Over them all, I noticed that there were trends, such as CHIEMI's tendency to become a wolf or Mochi's tendency to become a monkey. Yeah, there is. Mochi definitely has a tendency to become monkey. To find out the nature of these trends, I wrote down the guardian distributions I knew on a table. First I tried putting the names in orders, then writing down the guardians, but I didn't find any patterns here. Then I had the idea to try basing it on their dwelling locations, and bingo! The monkey was obviously dependent on where the people lived, and they didn't change much across loops. It's clear that Takumi-san tended to get the snake, and I got it instead of him that time because our houses were close together. Oh, interesting. The same could be said about Kari-san and Yoshitsugu getting the crow. Besides, the guardians were given out to the houses rather than people. Basically, the guardians were given out to the houses rather than people. Interesting. I was familiar of a way of allocating data that changed slightly, but not by a lot. I knew a means to bring out such results. A ghost-like lottery. It wasn't a completely random method, but if you use it tons of lines, the results wouldn't split up properly without intent. And if there were new possible options, the results wouldn't change without removing or adding new lines. Even if you added 2 or 3 new options to a ghost-like lottery, you would add them to the right and add a few branches, and that would leave the left side mostly unaffected. 2 or 3 lines would just shift the result a bit to the side, but not much further than that. That had to be it, right? As in, someone held a ghost-like lottery to decide who got which guardian. With a theory in mind, I sought out a particular
なあ、もっ
person.
ち。
おお、なぜ僕のあだ名を知っている？
いいからちょっと見てくれ。今流行りのパズルなんだ。こういう結果が出る網だくじを、君は書けるか？ちなみにこの枝を減らすとこんな感じになって、ここに枝を足すとこうなるような枝を書いてほしいんだが。
なんだと？
むしろ勘とノリでいいよ。
ほう。こんな感じじゃない？
He actually met the conditions perfectly. I like him. Like hell, a puzzle like this could be popular. His talent for getting the answer right without proof actually scared me. It was a talent that could turn society on its head, but that wasn't important at the moment. To see whether the ghost-like lottery was usable, I attacked the Nosato mansion once. What? Specifically, I broke the windows the day before the mist came, and he was just so scared, he just returned to Kami Fujiyoshi next morning. Lamau. He's like, we're wild. My theory was that the lottery began with the settlement's upper region. That was why adding new people to the empty houses affected the guardian assignments. Well, Kyonosuke she continued to be human. That's without him, the rules would have to change drastically. With these conditions, I tried to gauge which Mamiya-san and Hashimoto-san both died, while I took the Gen-san dude's place. I ended up being the snake, while CHIEMI was a badger. That's that. The wolves ended up being Yoshitsugu-kun and Mochi. The ghost-like lottery was completely accurate. Wait. Yoshitsugu is Sassy Wolf? Because he's not the best actor, but Mochi? Kind of scary. Also tried looking at how the distribution worked before Meiko came, and apparently there was a human missing in the middle. Huh. And that confirmed that the guardians weren't handed out by a supernatural force, but through this ghost-like lottery. Using this, I could also create lots of patterns. By changing my residence, I could get whatever guardian I wanted. A good one allowed me to get through without any problem. At that moment, I excitedly told CHIEMI that the feast was as good as ours. I never forget the dead eye she looked at me with.
で、いつ終わるの？
Oh! That's all she cares. I finally realized that I made a huge oversight. CHIEMI had passed her limit long ago. Right. And I'd forgotten that my sense for such things is a bit different than a normal person's. I wanted to clear the feast of a minimum number of deaths and find out how many days it could go by without murder. It required the agreement of all participants, and it wasn't something I could do all by myself, and I needed CHIEMI to try with me. I didn't mind looping about 100 times more. She, however, didn't want to loop ever again. She tried weird things before because she wanted to try a method that could let her win quickly and easily, even if it was absurd. In her eyes, my plan to loop hundreds upon hundreds of times in a case of trial or error was completely unacceptable, and this is where she goes crazy again and stabs us. Yup, exactly. What did I say? Well, she didn't stab us, but she shot us, you know. She wanted to kill me. So she shot me up front.
春明さんさ、
Of course. Of course.
春明さんを100回殺したらクリア。
Oh my god. Chiemi, stop. We're trying to help you out here. I realized that I never considered what a threat Chiemi with those memories could be. Well, yeah. I was killed over and over and over again. Oh my god, really? Over and over. That's messed up, Chiemi. Sometimes she killed me right upon seeing me in the darkness of Sarananga or the dining hall. Oh my god. Chiemi, stop. We're trying to help you. Sometimes she acted out events like I remember them, then grinned and killed me when I was completely defenseless. Chiemi, bruh.
忘れてると思った？残念。
Oh my god.
ちえみちゃんまだ
Chiemi.
健在でした。
Oh my god. She's like the worst enemy. Apparently, she didn't remember things until I provoked it somehow. Okay. That must have been because the number of times she spent alone was way lower than the number of loops since we started sharing memories. Her loop count was probably way over 100. She was a whole lot more damaged than I first thought. Oh, but finally, after she killed me 63 times, it finally got to me. I've been attacked in the Sarananga about 20 times now. Half of those times, she just blasted me with both shotguns at the same time, just like this time. Otherwise, she used traps or feints to corner me and then finish me off, so... She had no idea how to handle a situation in which I survived her first shotgun blasts. Huh?
いやってのは僕の
Yeah, Chiemi.
僕の方がずっと嫌だよ
Honestly,
何度も
not even I'd
殺
expected
され
to...
てさ
Oh my god. That convenience store is the G. Do we have a freaking bulletproof vest? That convenience store is probably a black market in disguise. It didn't protect me completely, though. It just kept my torso from being blown into pieces. My ribcage was shattered and the internal injuries were undoubtedly fatal. Still, I had enough life in me to catch her off guard and fought back.
ちえみちゃんどうやって死にたい
Dot dot dot. Oh man, this was so satisfying. What'll I do next time though? Did she just kill us after that? That's crazy. What would she do to me after this? Would this just continue forever? Dot dot dot. This might have been an actual dead end.
邪魔くさいな
Another line for me this time. She could still breathe? My consciousness faded about the moment I delivered the final attack. The next loop came. Oh my god. I don't even want to... I entered the Yasumizu through Sarananga and countered Chiemi just like always. This time was different though. She didn't have any weapons. Dot dot dot. Chiemi didn't attack me or run. She just vacantly looked at nothing in particular.
はじめまして芹沢千恵美さん
I sat down next to
はじめ
her.
まして。妻子原明さん。
What a mechanical response. Saying each other's names on our first encounter had become common practice since we started sharing memories of the loops. Dot dot dot. However, neither of us had said anything more this time. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. It was awkward. I felt like we just had a fight. Well, not like we hadn't. I mean, I think that's a little more than a fight. You just got stabbed by her, killed by her like at least 60 something
何
times.
起こってるの
怒る筋合いなんてないし。
だよねでも怒ってる
Yeah, that doesn't excuse us killing us 60 plus times. Dot dot dot.
邪魔はひどいよ。
That is what gets her? Seriously?
そっちこそここで涙目はずるい
Yeah, exactly.
殺し方に愛がなかった。
Oh, wait, that last time we killed her, huh? I see. So that time, I guess, we caught her off guard and then we killed her. Yeah, so, because we delivered the final attack. Okay.
すごいこと言うな。まあ、愛を込めて殺したつもりはないし、君がそうしてたって言われても。
分かってる。分かってるけどさ。
だ。
私、はしゃいでたな。
Yeah, for 60
あな
times.
たを殺してる間。
I think I need a new partner. This one is just mentally unstable.
何度だって殺せるし、何度だって何でもできる相手。それは最低だったと思う。
Yeah, you're pretty bad, CHIEMI. I don't want to be friends with you anymore.
前ので
Sorry doesn't cut
気
it.
づいたんだ。私は確かに邪魔をしてたけど、春明さんは自分の行動を自分の目的としか見てないって。
どういうこと？
私たちの目的じゃな。春明さんの中で私はただの脇役で
Dang.
役に立つか役に立たない
That's not completely wrong, though.
あれはちょっとイライラ。
嘘だ。春明さんは嘘ばっかりだ。ようやく分かったんだよ。私はあなたが怖い。神様よりあなたが怖い。あなたに傷つけられるのが、殺されるのが、その冷たい目で射抜かれるのが、それくらい。
I don't know. I don't want you to love me, CHIEMI. You have given me enough PTSD to last me an eternity.
好きだから怖い。怖いから好き。殺したい。
What?
殺したいほど。
Girl, stay away. Get therapy. Get some help. Stop it. Get some help.
私がおかしいのは分かってるけど、その中で分かったのは。
Alright, how about you start with not killing us on sight over and over?
でも、その思いはきっと一方通行で。
How do you know that?
殺しがなくても、それは同じだった。はやめて。あなたは嘘をつくとき、必ずをつける。召し上がらないの？
結構アレルギーなんで。
Oh, she noticed? I didn't even notice
僕が
that.
もうやったから。
口から出まかせですよ。不思議系の物言いって結構言いくる。名前は久石春明。東京で大学院生やってます。
ねえ、あなたは誰なの？
Yeah, when are we getting our backstory time?
学生？医者？探偵？それとも本物の殺人鬼？もう何もわからない。あなたを好きだし、殺したいし、怖いし、もっと近づきたいし、あなたの全てが欲しいけど、あなたはそれを望んでないことだけは。でもその先もわからない。ただあなたと殺し合ってれば怖いけど幸せかもしれない。ここが地獄だと思ってたけど、本当は天国なのかな？
No, actually, it's not. I pushed into the river. What? What is this background? Do we just kiss her?
何するの？
キスですが。
その前の突き飛ばしたことを言ってる。
いや、とりあえず僕を数十回ぶち殺しておいて、
What
何言ってんだこいつと思ったので、一度かわしておかないとって。
This is how I feel right now.
とりあえず復唱。人の嫌がることをしない。
人の嫌がることをしない。
So if you kill me one more time, CHIEMI, I'm gonna slap you. I don't
と
care.
りあえず僕は死にまくる趣味はないので、愛情表現は他のにしてください。
ごめんなさい。
で、一応あれを愛情表現として振り返ってみましたが、
Maybe not?
僕も君のことは嫌いじゃない。頭がおかしいところもお気に入り。
I don't know if I can agree with that one. I don't know if I can agree with that
な
one.
い。騙されない。じゃあなんで記憶を共有してからちえみって呼び捨てにしてくれなかったの？
気づいてたか？
気づいてたと思う。
好きなのと男女として付き合うかどうかは別だからだよ。
I mean, not wrong. Not desire.
僕らはお互いに好きだと思うけど、多分相性はかなり悪い。僕と君が一緒になれば、二人でどんどん
That's
狂
true.
っていけ
They're
てし
both
まう
kind
と
of
思う。
crazy.
もし
I
こ
don't
こから
know.
出てもね。
This crazy could just add up and became like ultimate crazy.
まあ、多少おかしくても生きていける社会は存在するけど、僕も君も多分、頭がまともな相手を見つけるべきだ。
After that.
それに僕は、君以
Oh
外にも
my
義理を持
god.
って
She's
しまっ
gonna
たから
start killing Rikaku-san because you said that
リ
now.
カコさん
あ
Oh my god. No, how do you try?
Haru-chan
She's a freaking middle schooler.
いつの間にそんな。
あ、君が自殺した後だよ。
要は、私以外のどっちかを選ぼうって言うんだ。
そうじゃない。ただ、二人には結局、ひどくかわいそうな死に目を見せてしまった。そんな彼女たちに対して、僕が一方的に罪悪感やら、次こそは幸せにしたいやら、そんな状態で君を彼女にするのは、不誠実だろ。
そんな状態で水中に押し倒してキスするのはどう？
今のでこれまでの殺人は全部チャラだ。
I
じ
mean.
ゃあ、いいけど。私の唇でチャラになるの？
実にいいお味でした。思い出した。君があの時出したクイズ。エロエロだってのだけ不正解だ。この生娘。
バカ！やっぱ殺す！殺さない。やっぱ付き合え！ Be my darling!
Oh my god.
って思って、初めてになってよ。
これだこれ。求めてたのは、なんて嬉し恥ずかしなんだ。
だったら、
ダメだよ。でないと君は、このループ地獄の中で幸せになってしまう。
私はそれでもいい。
We do.
いいもんか。君は最初は、そんなじゃなかったはずだ。巻き戻りの連続は、人間を歪める。必要のために我慢はできても、死ぬのは痛いし苦しいし、これから永遠にここを回り続けて、僕らは永遠に死に続ける。いつまでも、君への好きって気持ちを持ち続けられる自信はないよ。
True.
それは君だって。
that.
ループが続く限り、僕らは寿命で死ぬこともない。そこでお互いを憎み合ってごらん。ここは本当に、
そんなの。
Yeah, and I've already started to dislike you, CHIEMI. See, I tried to support you and think you're best girl, but after what you just did to us, nah, I can't think that.
やだよ。
ちえみちゃんは泣き虫だな。
うるさい。サイコパス。
Yeah, you're the last person to call a psychopath, CHIEMI. The last person. Murder just called me a psychopath, exactly. Anyway, I try to stay honest from now on.
だから、まだ見えない出口を当てにして、君と付き合うことはしない。
Thus, I said it.
これって失恋かな？
うん。
は
つかない。
ああ、春明さん、いっぱい殺してごめんね。
もうチャラだよ。ちえみちゃんを一回、ものすごく残虐になぶり殺して、ごめんね。
Well, I don't know. I think it was cruel when she killed us 60 plus times.
怖かった。
ごめん。
邪魔でごめんね。
言い方、悪かったよ。
もうしないから。
構ってくれること自体は嬉しいんだけどさ。
本当？
本当だよ。君は本当。殺すとか付き合うとかについて。
そうだよね。殺しの夢を見すぎて何が何だかわからなく全部忘れたいな。
二人して首吊り松のところから皿長に飛び込もうか。
なぜそんな。
頭打って嫌なこと全部忘れられるかも。
That sounds traumatic. No pun intended.
いいかも。心中みたいで。
Oh my god. We really might have been insane. Might have? Nah, you 100%. You 101% are. Or maybe that could be said about everyone who was in love. I don't
下見えないね。
I don't disagree with that. You can't see the bottom from here.
そうだ。
落ちたらちゃんと死ねるかな。
さすがに死ねるんじゃないかな。
岩の出っ張ったとことかに引っかかったらずっと死ねずに苦しむ。
じゃあ、どうすればいいと思いますか、ちえみさんは。
How did that?
しっかり抱き合って落ちれば大体同じところに落ちるんじゃない？
ロマンチシストめ。
Right? How did that?
あれ？
どうしたの？
At this inappropriate moment, I realized
い
something.
や、今こう思ったんだ。落ちるとき、最悪僕が下になって、確実に地面に激突。
わお、かばってくれるって？でもそれ頭ぶつけて全部忘れる計画的には逆。
いや、そうじゃなくて、
そうじゃないのか。
僕が死ねば巻き戻るからって、そう考えてた。
How did that?
いやいや、それはおかしい。私が死ねば巻き戻るんだよ。
そう、それ。僕らはちょっと、すごく初歩的なところで誤解したまま、僕視点で見れば、僕が死んだ後の記憶は当然ないし、振り出しに戻るのは一瞬だ。でも考えてみれば、君の視点でだって、死んだら即座に振り出しに戻るわけだよね。
Oh, so maybe he's trying to see what's at the bottom?
というか、そうだよ。私が死んだ後のこととか普通に語ってるから、あれって思ったんだよ、さっき。
Exactly. We talked about loops in which either of us weren't present, but we still don't know what the condition that actually causes the loop to reset.
僕は自分が死んだら後のことは全てなかったことになると思ってた。
私も。でもそうじゃないのは私たち自身が証明してる。
じゃあ世界はいつ巻き戻るんだ？
私たちの振り出しみたいに特定の日が折り返し地点なんじゃない？春明さん、最長いつまで生きた
？4日で宴が終わって数日だから10日とか2週間とかじゃないか？いや、待てよ。なんか
Yeah, this
もっ
isn't.
と
Well,
も
we're
っと
wolf. We
ずっと長
survived
い
like a
間
week almost or something.
私はせいぜい1週間くらいだな。でも逆にずっと先、例えば今から1年後とかに。
ああ、僕らが死んだ後はいくら時が経ってても
そうそう、最悪数兆年経って世界が一回滅びてから巻き戻って。
可能性はゼロじゃないが、そんな壮大な規模の話じゃないと思う。この事件には黒幕がいると分かってる。そうなると失敗したら即座に巻き戻るような仕組みになっていると考えるべき。
So interesting. So the goal is for the monster to come?
確かに。
そうなると僕らが生きていたとしても黒幕が失敗したら巻き戻りが発生することを意味する。
Does that?
そういうことはなかった？死んだかどうかもわからないのになぜか巻き戻ったことが。
あった。香織さんの暴走で私がたまたま生き残っ。
僕もある。富士吉に移住しようとして駐在のおっさんに絡まれて。
というかちょっと前に2人でバイク直して速攻逃げた時も。
忘れてた。
ひどい。
もちろん霧の中で事故っただけかもしれないが、それにしちゃ記憶巻き戻りを起こすトリガーは他にある。
How did that?
これ今夢なんだよね。誰の夢なの？
Sheep had told me that the opponent was a dream wielder.
黒幕が自分の夢の中で陰謀を進めて。
失敗して死んじゃったらまた最初から夢を見直してるとか？
手がかりだ。
出られる？
How did that?
そう甘くはない。
Oh my gosh, she's gonna kill us again. I fell silent. And after looking at the void
ど
before
うする？
me,
頑張ってみる？
でもやっぱ一回は落ちたいな。
このマゾ。
how did that?
やっぱ殺しすぎた記憶はヘビーだし、これ以上繰り返すのは辛いから忘れられなくてもちょっとくらい気分転換できたらなって。
気分転換で脳みそクラッシュか。大事な記憶を振り落とすかもよ。
それはきっと大丈夫。今の超重要な発見とかも春明さんと千恵美なら。
互いが記憶を共有してることも
そこまで忘れちゃったら逆にいいな。
How did that?
まぞい千恵美はここから抱き合って落ちるってシチュに結構ハマっているのです。どうせこれがそういうのの最後かもしれないしさ。
After all, I'd rejected her.
心中のお戦地を味わえて、その次やり直せるってのは不謹慎だけど。
君のそういう頭の働かせ方、本当に
本当？好き？
好きだよ。
心の底から愛してる？
Oh, he's like, oh, you're lying. Right before I was about to talk, my mouth was closed shut. Her lips cut my words short. Oh!
やるじゃん。
しっかりしてよ、春明さん。
Are they gonna jump or not?
どうせ忘れるなら、サービスして。
Aww. I don't know if I can ship this. I just need her to get therapy. I need us to get therapy. Like, there's no guarantee we forget it. Oh well. Da da da.
愛してる。ちえみの
Well,
こ
he
と
didn't
が
so maybe it's true.
愛しくてたまらない。
嘘くさ。
悪かったな。詐欺師っぽくて。
ほんとほんと。でも、私も好きだよ、春明さん。
では。
Aw. I don't know why I'm saying aw to that. Like, what? With the hope of starting anew? Forgetting all the nonsense, pain, hatred, sadness, we innocently smiled at each other. And with shared hope, we jumped off the cliff. Okay, so I guess it doesn't show anything else after that. Distant light. Game over. Okay. So let's look at what that key is about.
そう
The keys list. Chart. Where is it? Nope, we don't. So this one, right? Okay. Just like me, CHIEMI also loops back in time whenever she dies, retaining her memories. Her heart has been wounded and twisted through her maddening cycles of death and rebirth, but she hasn't completely broken yet. I don't know, some things make me question that, okay? She made me realize that the trigger for the loop isn't either of our deaths. In hindsight, there should be times I looped where my cause of death was vague. If I considered, well, the mist, right? If I considered these conditions, I may yet catch a glimpse of the mastermind. Okay, so where else can we use these keys? There was like one that was like hide in the outhouse. Well, this one needs more keys. I need 8 and 19. I believe there's another one where where we can just use key 20, right? Well, I know there's this, but then there's another one that's just key 20, I think. Yeah. The dot. And the real story behind the feast made people into that. Couldn't the same have happened to Kanzo-san? Wolves in the Badger. I knew it was a thing, but I didn't understand how it worked. That's probably something I could only find out if I became a badger or a wolf. Wait. Okay, yeah. What is this? Oh, yeah. It just came back to me. It was the me that had been crushed by a million sheep. I'd somehow forgotten that looping was kind of regular this time, so my memories weren't maintained properly. Anyway, since I remembered it now, I figured I had to ask her something.
何かしら、妻子くん。
I said I was gonna get some fresh air and caught up to Mamiya-san. In this timeline, she was a wolf, so she wasn't very stable right now. And with the whole snake ad she'd pulled tomorrow, she got completely out of control. I'd have liked to talk to her in a timeline where Hashimoto-san was alive, but I'd imagine it hard to find a chance to talk to her then. I remembered it at a decent time though, so whatever, I'd make it work.
さっきの昔話の話で。
ムジナの話？あれはどこまで行っても水かけ論というか、想像の域は出ないと思うけど。
Acting like she didn't know, huh?
いや、 そうじゃなく、そのちょっと前に、狼、蛇、猿、カラスに雲については、
あー、気づいた？
She giggled in a somewhat creepy manner. Apparently it was easy to talk to her if it was her specialty.
実はちょっと、雲の眷属については心当たりがなくてね。
Huh.
でも確かに、あんまり聞いたことがないですよね。
そうなのよね。雲の妖怪ならいくつか心当たりがあるんだけど、ムカデなら毘沙門天の使いなんだけど、ほら、武田信玄のムカデ衆とか知らない？
ああ、ムカデは前にしか進まないから、武将のシンボルには人気があったとか。
そうそう。昆虫じゃない虫のお仲間ってことで。
Not exactly.
いや
I wouldn't
厳
say
しい
a
でしょ。
centipede is close to a spider.
よね。世界的に見ても、雲絡みの神って結構希少なのよね。
そうなんです。
ええ。アフリカのアナンシとか、北米のイクトミとか、他にもインディアン系の神話にはなぜか雲モチーフが多いんだけど、実はちょっと面白い仮説が。
She looked behind me, and so I turned around and saw Yasunaga-kun.
すみません。何されてるのかなと思って。
ああ、オカルトのお勉強の続きよ。
僕が聞いたんだよ。さっきの空気だと、続けるの難しそうだったから。
なるほど。でも、あんまり良くないですよ。
それは確かだけど、伝説を掘り下げとくのは大事だと思うからさ。
それは同意見です。ああいうのが民族学って言うんですか？
いやいや、そう名乗ったら怒られるわよ。神話オタクトークというか、伝承ゴシップっていうか。
興味あるなら、君も聞いていけ
Yeah,
ば。
join us.
その
So
方
it's
が
not
僕
like
ら
a
も疑
one-on-one
われずに
talk.
済むし。
そうだな。ちょっとなら。
We weren't saying anything that was worth hiding anyways.
雲の話をされてたんです。
ええ。雲について、間宮久子のとんでも仮説。実は上松家は、オブジワインディアンの末裔だったんだよ。
Wait, what?
なんだって？
どういうことなんです？
どういうことなんでしょう？
ネタが通じないと見るや、即座に見捨てたわね。
Oh,
まあいいけど。
I take things way too
ドリー
literally.
ムキャッチャーって知ってる？
Oh yeah, I know about that.
アトラクションか何かです？
はい先生、僕知ってます。あの木と紐で作った網みたいな、モビールっぽい釣り飾りですよね。
正解。あれ、オブジワ族っていうインディアン部族の人
Oh
間
yeah,
品
it
な
does
んだ
look
けど、
like a spider's
あれ
web.
実はクモの巣を模してるの。悪い夢をクモの巣に捕まえて、いい夢だけが子供に届くっていうのがドリームキャッチャーの名の由
Dream
来。
catchers? Dream more than a dream? Is Rikako? Spider?
さらに、このドリームキャッチャーの起源に関する話には、アシビカアシっていうキャラクターが出てくる。なんか似てない？上松家の話。
本当だ。黄泉の夢から人を守ったっていう雲と似てる。じゃあ、上松家は本当に何百年か前に日本にやってきたインディアンが。
安永くん、騙されてはいけない。
え？
まあ 0.01% くらいの確率で当たってるかもしれないけど、似たような伝説なんて世界中にあるし、その全てが単純に同一物だっていうのはちょっと苦しい。
あれだ、日本人は実はユダヤ人だったとか、源義経はジンギスカンだったとか、そういう説もあるんだよ。
What?
チンギス・ハン？
信じちゃダメだってば。こういう珍説奇説は T と長の字は、
そういうもの。
世の中には道楽やら妄想やら支援やらで学問してる人も多いし、往々にしてそういう人の方が声が大きいの。人の妄想が夢を生むことは認めるけどね。それはあくまで害のない範囲で。話がずれたけど、さっきの話についてはさすがにインディアンの血筋なんて話はなかったり、すっごい大昔に口伝で伝わった伝承がたまたま残ってたとか。
なるほど。
ところで二人はユングって知ってる？
Oh yeah, I remember Young was taking psychology
いろいろ
class.
夢のある概念も提唱してる人なんだけど。
倫理の参考書にちらっと載ってたような。
集合無意識の話ですか？
それにはつながるけど、難しい話はとりあえずユングはさっき言ったみたいな神話や伝承の類似性は人類が共通で持ってるイメージから生まれると、人種も時代も関係ない人間という種に普遍的なイメージ、似た神話が離れた国や文明で生まれるの。
随分思い切った推論ですね。それよりはさっきみたいに歴史
異論は当然でしょう。でも彼はそう考えて、そういった人類共通のイメージを原型と名付けたの。そしていくつかの原型を定義した。その中で雲はグレートマザーという原型を象徴するものとされている。
Kind of reminds of Rikako.
グレートマザー。
そう、大いなる母、すべてを生み慈しみ。雲は人類に共通的にそういうイメージを抱かせる、またはそういう行為や感情を想起させるってことらしいけど、もしそういう原型があるとすれば、遠く離れたアメリカ大陸と日本の全く接点がない2つの集団の間、この眠りを守るために糸を紡ぐ雲。
なるほど。そういうのを調べるには。
いや、まあ、私はあくまでそんな夢物語を提案するだけの無責任な立場だから。
でも、夢物語に対していろんな学問上のアプローチがあるっていうのは。
でしょ？だから私はこの集落の信仰をちゃんとした方法で調べることができれば相当面白いと思っちゃうの。面白いって言うとまた怒られるかしら。でも本当、それでお金が出るなら自分で調べたい。
そういうのどこで勉強できるんです？間宮さんは大学で学ばれたんですか？
あれ、安永くんは放送志望じゃないの？
あ、ええ、もちろんですよ。
大学は自分が勉強したいことを学ぶところだっていうのが私の先生の口癖だったけどね。もし気が変わったら紹介するわよ。大学の文化人
I like how they bleeped it out.
ありがとうございます。
Mamiya-san left him with a business card and said he could contact her anytime. Let me see, where are we at? Are we here? Let me see. Oh, I wonder what... I mean, we get a key, but what happens though? He continued to ask her about folklore, rustics, looking very passionate about it. I really appreciate how people could bond over academic subject in the most unexpected of places, ... Well, I actually had another question myself.
兄ちゃん、さっきから何やってるの？
あ、ごめん。もう戻るよ。すみません、いろいろ。
ええ、いつでも聞いて。
兄ちゃんってば、気が多くない？
Wait, what is she again this time? Oh, she was a human this time.
ちょっと待って。一体何の話？
Perfect timing from Haru-chan.
もしかして一人の未来ある若者を
泥沼ってことはないでしょう。いや、オカルトライターとか言ったら、若干人生の泥沼じみてるかもしれません。
ひど。でも、否定できないな。
彼が学者さんを目指したいと思うなら、それは誰からも後ろ指刺されるような。
不採士くん、理系ね。
Oh, we learn about us?
まあ。
What are we?
文系の金にならなさっぷりを舐めたらあかんぜよと言わせてもらおうかしら。
Let me tell you that you shouldn't underestimate how little money liberal art majors make. I'm about to cry right now. Don't hit me where it hurts. Don't hit me where it hurts.
失礼しました。そうでした。
かつくわ
They knew what they were doing with that
私
line.
たちも戻る？
ああ、その前に、さっき、雲の妖怪なら思い当たるっておっしゃいましたよね。
それこそ、女郎雲とか、火を操ったり、大体は妖艶な美女で男をどうこうする妖怪よね。
You know who that is? Rikaku-san.
源頼光が退治した土雲はでっかい雲だけどやっぱり美女に化けてるし。
Definitely Rikaku.
どっちかっていうと、雲は毒婦の原型。
言えてる。ブラックウィドウもそうだしね。
We laughed a bit. Chatting with Mamiya-san was always entertaining.
妖怪についてはあとはモブ的な大雲伝説がちらほらっ ってところかしら。近世の創作も入るなら、雲の糸は神田田が救ったのはただの雲だけど、糸を垂らしてるのはブッダだし。
なるほど。植松家の装束は仏教と混ざってますもんね。
あとはもう、雲の神といえば創作神話とかしか思いつかないわね。
そっちに行っちゃうと、他のお守りも全部考え直しですよ。
言えてる。ティンダロスの猟犬に、バレーシアのヘビ人間に。
Oh my god, not Wendigos.
猿はいたっけ？ウェンディゴ？
There's so much occult stuff.
しかし、
Oh my god.
なんででしょうね。日本に
Or
雲
like
の神が少ないの。
不気味だからじゃないかしら。やっぱりモンスターになるのは
I mean,
関の
think
山
about
だ
spiders
と
are a
か。
little scary.
八百万の神の国なのに猟犬の狭い。
もう少し真面目に考えるなら、神道的には、
天津神。
そうそう。雨の水中主に始まって、イザナギ、イザナミを経由して、アマテラスや天孫、ニニギにつなが、ちなみに、ニニギの三代後が初代天皇である神武天皇だから、そこから続く今の皇族は、
イザナギ、イザナミの前に神がいたんです。
結構いっぱいいるわよ。あの夫婦は国と神をたくさん産んだけど、天地開
I feel
闢
like
と
this is
同時に
something that
神
would
は生まれてる
resonate
から。
with me more if I knew more about Japanese folklore.
それはともかく、そういった天の国、高間ヶ原をルーツに持つ神々が天津神で、
Like this, you definitely need some like history or like I feel like mythological background to understand. I feel like, but I can like kind of understand what like in a gist, get the general gist of what they're getting at.
一方で高間ヶ原を放逐されたスサノオを筆頭とし、で、ある時に天津神たちが芦原の中津国は
This is
俺らを仕切る
so
って言い出して、吸ったもんだの挙句になんとか交渉成立。国津神たちはかの出雲大社に陰性して、その後、さっきの神武天皇は都を作るために、この土雲は妖怪じゃなくて、先住の地方豪族に対する別称なんだけど、
I like how
とにかく
she
彼らを逆算。
yeah.
それでようやく今の大和の国の基盤ができましたよというのが古事記ベースでいう日本。
そんな難しい話だったんで。
まあ、これだけ権威主義的な国だから、神話もごついのが必要だったんでしょう。ともかく、話を戻すと、国津神はしばしば天津神に嫁入りしたりし、日本神話の世界では男系相続が基本だから必然。それこそ、さっき言った蛇の神、大物主なんかは国津神だけど、房石くんの口からさっき出たお話も、スサノオはちょっと微妙。
そうですね。
だから、実は雲の神とかもいるけど、そういう大国主や大物主みたいな一部を除けば、
なるほど。なるほど。いや、非常に興味深い話でした。
ごめんね。ちゃんと答えを出せなくて。
まあ、どっちにしろ時間潰しですから。
いえいえ、こっちも気が紛れた
I
わ。
feel like this did help her
ち
ease
え
her
みちゃんと
mind.
モッチーにも教えてあげようかな。
Maybe they are just right here. Oh, dot dot dot.
その二人も神話に興味が？
そうみたいですね。しかし戻るのやだな。食堂はどうしても息が詰まります。
Oh, yeah, because there are the other wolves, and will they kill us? Anyway, I left a line that pretty much implied I knew who the wolves were. Maybe she'd start panicking and kill me? That'd make things easier for me, dot dot dot. Nothing? I turned around and saw no one. So she ignored it, or maybe she just broke things off for her own safety. I might have underestimated her. She clearly wasn't the type of person to panic and kill someone in daytime and suffer the corruption. I had no choice then. I just waited for the nighttime. I considered trying something or another in this timeline again, but in the end, I decided to just jump into the Sarananga. The things I learned today made it impossible for me to sit still. It was such a major key to this mystery, and we don't want to go back to the crazy CHIEMI again. I had to bring me into the next loop as soon as possible. After gathering my resolve, I took a step forward. Gravity vanished. Right before I died, though, I thought about my one regret. It was a chat from before. Talking about history and the cult stuff alongside Mamiya-san and Yasunaga-kun was a lot of fun. Yasunaga-kun seemed to be enjoying himself a lot too. What a waste. I got to talk about the settlement's interesting history, had a lot of fun doing it, shared this pleasure with Yasunaga-kun, yet it'd all be gone now. I felt like I just gained another reason to end this nightmare. I love to chat with them about cult as normal people, but just not as potential wolves or humans. Maybe we drink over it too. Oh, right. Yasunaga-kun was underage. I crashed into the ground. That was sudden. Okay. Obtain key 09 myth and archetype. So I think that's like pointing us to Rikako-san. Bad ending number 12. Let's look at the keys. We already have most of the keys now. All right. So I already think there's a thing where we can do like 20 and 3, but where was the one we just got? Oh yes, myth and archetype. I'm missing. Yeah, these are from like me as a snake guessing people. So I still need 19, 8, and 1. They said I got 1 at the end, so. Okay, Hisako, this is what? Key 9, myth and archetype. Hisako taught me some useful knowledge about mythology and psychology. The stories about spider divinities were particularly impressionable. The Amatsukami and the Kunitsukami, the great mother archetype, dream catchers. Now then, what could be the spider of Fujiyoshi? What could be the spider of Fujiyoshi? Definitely not Rikako-san, who's also on the home screen, right? Yeah. Right, let's see. I think it's pointing that maybe Rikako-san is the one who's making these dreams. Okay, I need 8 and 19. I don't think it's from here, right? I mean, leaving Yasumizu probably gonna do me no good. I'll just crash and the mist will get me. So where? It's probably gonna... Yeah, this is not it. Here, yeah. What is this? Okay, so I guess I can do something here, but let me just see what the other places I can. Okay, well, yeah, we did this occult talk thing, and then I don't know if there's anything else I can, because yeah, I mean, these don't look to be it. Yeah, this is the 2 traumatic endings. Was this the one I just looked down? Yeah. What about darkness? I think there's something here with the Kanzo-san. I think we had a key. Yeah. So this is, I guess we can also do this one. This is the Kanzo-san one. We'll probably get a key from there and a key from there. And then we can do the outhouse one. Right? Because I don't think there's anything. Yeah, so I'm a little less despair now because I got 3 out of the 5 keys. So yeah, we're just almost there. So I think I am going to end this episode here because we did go through a lot of exposition backstory. CHIEMI never fails to give me more PTSD. That's what I learned. But we did learn about the backstory a lot, and Rikako might be the one who is behind this. But why? Like, is she trying to summon that giant monster or something? And if so, why? So yeah, we will continue figuring these things out next time in the next episode. I will see y'all then. Bye!